And we're back on YouTube and on Twitch. Amazing. Okay. How's everybody doing? I'm going to record the editor's desk. Editor's desk, editor's desk, editor's desk. Okay, well then. I got one email from editor's desk, so if you got any thoughts in the chat, by all means, let me know. Because I can use all of the chatting I could. Nick with a C, did you make it back safely? I hope you did. Yeah, I get that. A little jet lag, huh? All right, pass the word. If you have a thought on editor's desk, I will, one time only, and won't always do this, respond to chat room folks for editor's desk. So pass the word and tool up some questions. Here we go. It's time for the editor's desk. You know, I've actually tooled around with the idea of an editor's desk jingle in the past. So maybe I should just use Suno AI for that. And I don't know if this is going to make it into the show today because I am not, I almost said, I am not at that moment in time yet. I'm recording this before we do the show. I did create an AI song for our GDI conversation today. So, hey, Clinton, I'm glad you got the notification. All right. So those of you not watching live, you don't understand what I'm talking about, but I'm doing this on my office hours on Twitch and YouTube, so folks can see me recording it and ask me questions, right? But here's the question that emailed. Of course, if you email a question because you're a patron, you get priority. Michael says, I just listened to the 2000s Tech Nostalgia episode, and I agree that Tom's next new book or podcast could be a timeline of the internet, from Mother of All Demos to the rise of social media. I think people who are currently in school for a tech career would benefit from a good history textbook or podcast, and I love me some Pets.com, ICQ, and Ask Jeeves nostalgia. You can go into the before their time tech failures and sci-fi promises that came true. Every chapter or episode could have, what did Google kill this year? Another thought, I actually love that one, Michael, that's great. Another thought, I do not know how it would work or even if you're up to it, but giving next-gen podcasters a platform to be discovered. The next Paul Thurrott doing Microsoft coverage. The next Taylor Lorenz doing tech lifestyle coverage like Experiment Week, but all the time. Thank you for being my trusted source for tech news for 15 to 20 years. Thank you, Michael. This is great. Love this. These are great ideas. They are always, in my estimation, a little harder to execute in practice than they feel like in concept. So my inclination is to say, well, if I were to do a timeline of the internet, I would do it one of two ways. The more labor-intensive way would be kind of along the lines of what Michael's suggesting. Here's all the major eras. Here are all the things behind it. Knowing what goes into even just doing the Mother of All Demos section of Know a Little More, that's a lot of work to cover a lot of stuff. Because you don't want to just go on my own experience. You want to go on what happened and be comprehensive and feel like you're not leaving things out and making selections that are important, especially if you are targeting this at people who didn't live through it, who want context for technology as they enter into that career. And that is a perfectly respectable way to do it. Takes a lot more time and energy and doesn't necessarily fit in with all of my schedules, but could be done. Could be done. I like it. I'm not dismissing it. I'm just saying that one's harder to pull off. The other way you could do it is be more of a memoir. So it would be less of a textbook and possibly less useful. But I've found that a lot of times I and others undervalue our own experience. So we let the perfect be the enemy of the good and say like, well, I'd want to fill in all the gaps, which is what I was just doing, right? Saying, well, I'd want to research and make sure we're covering all the angles. But I have also, when I've just gone off the cuff and talked about like, well, this is just what I know, people say, you know, that was really valuable. Those are perspectives I didn't get somewhere else. So doing it in a more memoir-oriented way of, here are the things I lived through. Here are some funny things. Here's that net neutrality thing. Here's that Sony rootkit thing. Here's me writing about Napster from my sister's house in December 1999. That kind of stuff. That might be less broadly useful. Certainly wouldn't be textbook level quality, but it might be fun, might be more fun to read, and it might be of interest and use more than I think. So that's another way I could go for it. As far as bringing next-gen podcasters to the platform, I absolutely want to do this one. I'm not sure how to find them. Like, what is the best way to find them? There's lots of ways to find them. I have no shortage of ideas of like, oh, I could just trawl around on YouTube looking for them, or I could put out the word in the audience, recommend me some folks. And those are all great. But what is the best one? And then, sort of getting off the stick and doing that, and then soliciting and then vetting and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, that one I intend to do. It's just a matter of when, not if. So thank you, Michael, for that great question. And that's all the Editor's Desk emails I have. I'm totally caught up. So now's your chance. Send me the email, feedback@dailytechnewsshow.com, if you would like to hear me answer it on the show. Just got back from Austin on Monday. Had a great time there. Thanks to everybody I saw and talked to there. A lot of DTNS hats and shirts and things like that out. So that was great to see. I am going to TMS Vegas at the end of the month, April 28th. 29th, we will be doing Daily Tech News Show from TMS Vegas. So if you're interested and can get out to Vegas on the 29th, Monday the 29th, you'll be able to see DTNS in person at the Plaza Hotel in beautiful downtown Las Vegas. Not where all those other casino hotels are. They're up in unincorporated Clark County. Oh, no. This is in actual city of Las Vegas. The Plaza Hotel. So go, check it out. VivaTMSVegas.com is the URL for that. As I mentioned, I'm streaming this recording on Twitch and YouTube. So let me plow back through here and see if I've got any questions. Did you cover the Taiwan earthquake? I haven't seen this week's shows yet. Briefly, we did. We talked about how quickly TSMC was able to recover and get things back up to speed. So yes, we did. We did touch on that, Nick with a C. Let's see. Any other questions? He says, this is a much better time for the show. I'm recording this at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So for folks in the UK, I imagine that is a much better time. Let's see. It was great seeing all of you. Morning PC Milesy. Hello, Adam 12. Everyone come to Vegas. The Zoe even has the address of the Plaza Hotel. It's easy to memorize. 1 Main Street, Las Vegas. And then Zoe asked, did you get enough coffee in Austin? I'll be honest, I didn't. I drank some hotel coffee. Don't recommend it. I got coffee at a little convenience store near AMD. AMD has a big old campus in Austin. That was pretty good. That was pretty good coffee, It was a little indie convenience store, and it had great selection of foods and stuff. That was decent. And then I had coffee at the Delta Lounge. So, you know what? Didn't do myself properly with coffee in Austin, but thank you for asking, Zoe. Sunbun says, what does your DTNS travel setup consist of? I did a video at CES of my bag. Go to Daily Tech News Show's YouTube channel. You can find that video. I sort of unpack the bag and show all the stuff that is in there. I also did a video of the setup at CES and showed like how I built it. And that will be roughly the same setup that I'll use at the Plaza Hotel. So go look for those there at youtube.com/Daily Tech News Show. All right, that's going to do it for this Editor's Desk. Thanks, everybody, for listening, for supporting us at patreon.com/DTNS. Thank you, live audience, for the questions. Those were great. I appreciated that. And I will talk to you all soon. Yay. Thanks for those questions. That was fantastic. Just exactly what I needed. All right, and now to post this on Patreon. So unlike most Thursdays, I'm actually doing DTNS today because I was in Austin on Monday. So you will have to excuse me for maybe not doing as long of a live as I sometimes do. Where's my editor's desk file? Okay. There it uploads. What was that main question? Should Tom write another tech history book? Editor's desk. Editor's desk. Okay. Mike asks a question about what kind of tech history Tom would write, and the chat room has more great questions. Boom. Hey, thanks for finding that, Zoe. All right. Editor's desk. Editor's desk. 249 editor's desks. Been doing this a little bit. All right. And yeah, the one from January would be relevant to now. I don't know that much changed from the one 11 months ago, but definitely the one from January is going to be identical to what I do at TMS Vegas with minor changes. All right. Let's just go through this rundown then, shall we? Would you like to see the rundown while I go through it? I never mind showing it. Window. Daily Tech News Show. All right. On this episode, the Humane Eye pain. Okay, got that. Oh, all right. I need your help here. Apple sent notifications warning them of spyware attacks. Apple announced its repair program. DuckDuckGo subscription product, Google photo editing tools, Adobe paying for models, and Taylor Swift coming back to TikTok. I need to drop one of these. I don't think the two Apple ones should be dropped. I don't think the Google photo editing one should be dropped. But between DuckDuckGo launching a privacy subscription product for $10 a month, first time they're charging, that's what's significant about that one. Adobe continuing to pay for its training data, unlike a lot of other companies. Or Taylor Swift showing she is more powerful than TikTok or Universal Music Group by just unilaterally putting her own music back online, even though it's distributed by UMG. I drop Taylor Swift. She has enough publicity. Well, I'm not doing it because she needs publicity. I'm doing it because this is a significant development in the TikTok negotiation with Universal Music Group. And if you want to understand what's going on, it's important to know, like, oh, wait a minute. If you really want to, you can just have your own deal. That's interesting. So you all think that one is the least the least significant. Okay. It's overwhelming, so I'm not gonna fight it. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew that this was not a story about, promoting like Taylor Swift. This was a story about the TikTok stuff. Got it. Geeky Gen, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. People may be tired. These are quick hits, Nick with a C. I was thinking the DuckDuckGo one simply because it's an advertisement for DuckDuckGo's $10 a month service. Its significance is that DuckDuckGo hasn't charged for stuff before, but I also don't think it's controversial that you would charge people for a VPN. The benefit of it is that you now know, like, oh, there's another option out there for me to look at. Might not be the cheapest one, but maybe I want to support DuckDuckGo. Maybe I want that identity theft stuff. And then the Adobe one is significant in that it's telling you, hey, this is a company that, everybody says you should pay for your training data. Well, here's a company that's sticking to that. I didn't know that, Clinton. Yeah. So yeah, it sounds like people are burnt out on TikTok, possibly burnt out on Taylor. Clinton personally burnt out on his former employer. And Nick with a C, yeah, DuckDuckGo is reselling someone else's identity theft restoration service. I don't know if they're running that VPN themselves, but it's a WireGuard VPN. Thanks, PC Milesy. All right, seems like Taylor is the show. I'm going to stick that down in GDI in case we run out of steam on FISA. Because it does feel like it might make a good GDI thing. And we might not get to it, which is fine. All right. Yeah, don't blame Clinton for music production. That was not his job. Geeky Jen says, my husband used to work for UMG too. Clinton's not your husband, is he? I'm kidding, of course not. Or am I? All right, so there we go. Now we've got our quick hits. Thank you for helping with that. Yeah, I'm sure Taylor's people asked you to sign an NDA. I'm sure a lot of people to update a DNS entry. Yeah. Those DNS things can tip off people on a lot of stuff. All right, so we're going to talk about that Humane AI pin. Rob Dunwood is going to do his B block. I'm going to promote AI Name the Show. We're going to do our D block. Rob's going to read the email. We're going to thank Justin Robert Young. And then I'm going to do the goodbye. Tomorrow, we'll be with Nicole Lee, Veronica Belmont, talking about what the world of tech layoffs is to them, how the world of tech layoffs has affected them. How about that? Multi-million-dollar penalty. Wow. Yeah, Ernesto, I could see that. Veronica, Nicole, and Len with me and Sarah and Roger. It's going to be a bang-up time. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, there you go. That's the show. It's actually in pretty good shape. Took some Eclipse photos with the 5X lens on the S24 Ultra. Oh, really? Samsung doesn't do it automatically? Yeah, none of my Eclipse photos, I wasn't really trying. I was just sticking Eclipse glasses over the lens. So, you know, what do you expect? But none of them turned out great. The lens flare turned out wonderful. You can really see the Eclipse in that. Time for a B-Reel. So if everyone could say, hi, B-Reel, I'm going to take a picture of the chat room. Say it fast because there's lag, and you know I want to get it in the minute and 20 seconds that I have left. There we go. Oh no, Zoe, yours got cut off because it moved right as I was taking the picture. I'm so sorry. All right. Ooh, there's a lot of flare on that B-Reel. Wow. Because I was zoomed in. Okay. No. Nobody's bad. Nobody's bad. It was just a weird quirk of timing. I probably should have waited. I was panicking, you know, didn't want to run out of time. Yeah, let me do an extra B-Reel. There. Now you're in it. What's your B-Reel look like? Oh, you're driving? Oh, no, there you are. Hi, it's me on your screen. Wow, yay. Oh, right, because you get them at a different time than I do, of course. Yeah, different regions get BeReal notifications at different time. I'm not sure how big the regions are though. It seems like the US is all one region. Like US, Canada, Mexico, we're all one region, but definitely Europe's on a different schedule. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. That was a fun editor's desk. Let me see what's in my email. Discover fixed income investments aligned with your goals. I'm looking to generate income and diversify my portfolio. Ready to launch your next product? No. Vibes. Okay. Your audiogram preview is ready. Okay. You're on a roll. Stats for your post. Ooh, why China's easing up on gaming. Only had a 39% open rate. You usually have a 40-some% open rate. No one cares about China, I guess. New in San Jose. You have 3 delayed emails because it's spam. All right. Rest of this is... Oh, yeah. I got to check that out. What? Yeah. I can do that this afternoon. Okay. I have to figure out some top 5 ideas. Got any good top 5 ideas? Roger and I are going to brainstorm the next round of top 5s after DTNS today. I have to move the ones we did over to the did pile. Coffee drinks. Wait, I did top 5 coffee, didn't I? All right. What's a topical top 5? Top 5 reasons you don't like AI. Top 5 AI fears. Ooh, interesting. That one just came to my head. Top 5 Taylor Swift effects on social media. I like that one saying. Top 5 alternatives to all the popular things like WordPress, Instagram. Yeah, open source alternatives. I've done that before, but you know, it's worth considering doing again. It's been a minute. Top 5. You know what, CR Poll? That's not bad. Top 5 AI image fails. Top 5 Slack modules. Discord bots. That's practical. And Slack modules. Got it. Three cheers for Kaji Kemper. Hooray. Top 5 Bitcoin scams. Devices that aren't Helvetica. Not bad. Also, appreciate your use of typeface. Top 5 books on my bookshelf. Interesting. I like that one, Kaji Kemper. These are fun. In fact, you could start a little flame war on that top 5 typefaces. I'm not gonna lie. Top 5 hats. My top 5 hats. I mean, it has just as good a chance as anything as doing well. Let's see. Hold on. Where's my... You want to know what the most popular content on YouTube, on the DTNS YouTube channel is right now? Let's find out. Yeah, top 5 books of 2024. That's a good one. It maybe want to wait till later. Top 5 videos. Top 5 accessibility tips. Top 5 wildest moments at cons. It would be disappointing. I'm not going to lie. That time the elevator took a long time to come. All right. Let's see. What are content reach? Oh, that's not the page I wanted to go to, YouTube. What's my most popular content? Do you need a VPN? Where's that page that gives me just the most popular videos? Oh, here we go. Do you need a VPN? Top 5 things you didn't know about TikTok. The embodied AI character short and the future playability of Xbox games short. Mostly shorts. Shorts get the most plays because they're short. You know how it goes. Fictional gadgets from sci-fi movies. Top 5 fictional gadgets from sci-fi movies. Top 5 ways I almost died at conventions. Top 5 ways I almost died at conventions. Not bad. There was the time the sewer backed up at CES 2001, I think. Top 5 inventions inspired by sci-fi. I feel like I've done something similar. I think it was Star Trek specifically, so that was a long time ago, though. I think that was even the CNET days. Top 5 ways to get hacked. Ooh, I like that spin. I don't know if I can get Darren, though. It was nice seeing him this weekend, though. I got to go in and do some responses on the DTNS TikTok, don't I? That's a good point. Use a crappy password. Use the same password everywhere. The top 5 ways I could obtain your password. Ooh. These are good. Top 5 ways I could obtain your password. What's a good one that people will argue about? Those always make, like top 5 best. What? Top 5 best pizzas. Except, one that I would do. I mean, I guess I could do pizzas. I can do anything I want. I'm the boss. There are no rules. Top 5 best. Well, if I really wanted to just go for clicks, I could do top 5 reasons Android sucks. Top 5 reasons iOS sucks. Top 5 best con hotels. I don't know I don't know if I could do that though. I haven't been to all the hotels. I mean, if you picked a specific con, top 5 ways LAX is better. That's picking a fight. Top 5 ways LAX is better than it used to be. I could do that one. Yeah, top 5 best con hotels. Ooh, drinks while working in front of the computer. I like that one. You prefer LAX to Burbank, Clinton. Now I want to interview you. There are advantages to LAX. There are more flights that go out of there. The flights are cheaper out of there. There's more services, better restaurants. There are definitely reasons to prefer LAX to Burbank. I prefer Burbank. Runways at Burbank are short. Yep. More options from LAX for sure. When I go to TMS Vegas, I'm flying out of LAX, even though Burbank goes to Las Vegas and is closer, for multiple reasons. So a lot of times when we go to Las Vegas, though, we just fly Southwest out of Burbank. Especially if it's a timing issue because there's more flights and it's closer to us. So yeah, Long Beach isn't bad, but it's too far for us. Same for Ontario or Santa Ana, Orange County, John Wayne. Yeah, I like Minneapolis. MSP is a good airport. No, Burbank isn't closer to residential than LAX. Just depends on where you live. There's, if you're down, but down where I used to live, I was really near LAX. So I did LAX for everything because it just didn't make sense to go anywhere else. I was 15 minutes at tops. And Inglewood is really close. Westchester is really close. But if you live nearer to Burbank, then yeah. Yeah, Austin was busier this time than usual, I felt like, Zoe. And I've even been there during South by, and it felt busier to me. Yeah, there's more nonstop flights out of LAX. When I go to St. Louis, I have to take a stop. So I will usually stop in Salt Lake City. Here's an interesting advantage of LAX. I will usually fly LAX to Salt Lake City to St. Louis. Because I'm flying Delta. You can do nonstop on American Airlines if you want to fly American Airlines. But I don't. So I do the stop. I could fly Burbank to Salt Lake City. Delta flies Burbank to Salt Lake City. It's one of their few remaining Delta flights coming out of Burbank. If I do that, it's usually $500 to sometimes $1,000 more for the exact same flight, Burbank to St. Louis versus LAX to St. Louis. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me why that is, but it is. Maybe because they just don't have that many flights coming out of Burbank, so the demand is high. I don't know, but yikes, I'm not doing that. And it didn't used to be that way. We used to fly out of Burbank to CES for Las Vegas, because they had direct flights back then. They don't have the direct flight on Delta to Las Vegas anymore. But it was so convenient for all of us. Sarah, Roger, and I, all three lived nearer to Burbank at the time. But now if you want to, you'd have to fly to Salt Lake and then Salt Lake to Las Vegas, which makes it longer and it is more expensive. Used to be cheaper. Now it's more expensive. It's pretty cheap to fly out of Burbank on Southwest, though, because they have a lot more flights. So I guess that's what it is. It's the limited number of flights. Yeah, those flights to Austin, they skyrocketed at one point. It's the Eclipse. Everybody wanting to go see the Eclipse. And Austin was a popular destination for the Eclipse because people like to visit Austin. So, well, I think airlines are still shaking off some of the effects of COVID and retiring planes and changing routes and all of that. And there's supposed to be record travel this summer. I'm expecting that after that, you will have total eclipse of your wallet. David, that deserves on screen. Well done. I'm expecting that after this summer, the pricing system might work itself way out. Top 5 ways COVID affected air travel. Yeah. That's good. All right, folks, I got to go do my production meetings. So thanks, everybody. And I will talk to you in just about an hour right here on the same channel. Okay? Don't go anywhere. Well, you can go wherever you need to go, but come back. All right. Bye.